Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more.
And already we're underway here.
And here's Diaz.
Schneider!
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Goes long and straight. Foden. And it's Schneider.
And here's Lewandowski. And that's been drilled in.
Valverde. Spread neatly. He's picked his way through.
And here's Messi. And he's searching through.
Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ryerson. Messi. That has been cut short.
Now the finish! It's in!
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
And Messi!
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And it's Messi. Now it's Messi. Lewandowski. Oh, well played, well played. Baumann clears. Foden chooses to go cross-field. Mbappe. And that could set him on his way. Now there's a fine ball. It's loose now and they want to... And again! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal with the corner. They're first. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to think it through. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Messi. Engages and forces him off the ball. Diaz. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Diaz. Diaz crosses. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's intervened well there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Messi.
Such good technique.
And he was quick to react. Valverde. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Foden.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Messi! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Ryerson. Mbappe. Oh, sweet feet. Messi. And he's been shifted off it. Diaz. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Schneider. And it's Lewandowski. Spread it left. He's looking to set free a runner. Now it's Diaz.
There will be 1 minute.
Bruno Fernandes. Lewandowski. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. It's their second corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold goes short. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Danger averted for now. And it's Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Foden has it in a wide position. Arsenal with another corner. Arsenal have their third corner.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Schneider has created one goal already. Now it's Lewandowski. Casemiro. Ryerson. That's a sharp pass. Schneider. Still just a single goal between the sides. De Ligt spots it and intercepts. Messi. De Ligt gets over and intercepts. Schneider. And it's Lewandowski.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
The most accurate pass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Messi. Bruno Fernandes. Lewandowski. Great hit! Really well taken goal. 2 to the good. They have breathing space.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Robert Lewandowski.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
It is quite a scene here in this grand Colosseum bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Messi. Great ball, and he's in here. Look at Diaz! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Ronaldinho gets it away. Bruno Fernandes. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive.
He's gone for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. He rises! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ryerson. Well, that has not gone well. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Terrific header. Rice. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Chips it through. Cleared away. Schneider. So we're still where we started right now. Bruno Fernandes. Now then, the ball's come loose. Ronaldinho powering forward here. And he was quick to react. Bruno Fernandes, who played through for the wide man. Oh, there's a probing ball. Great defending, strong and determined. It's a pretty loose pass. Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. Decent ball. Ryerson. Casemiro. And De Ligt. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's definitely not his best. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Ronaldinho. Mbappe! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Rice. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rice is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Schneider. And it's Casemiro. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. De Ligt spots it and intercepts. And here's Diaz. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Bruyne. Now it's Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And we've reached half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully, this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Bruno Fernandes pinches it off him. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. Casemiro makes the interception. Ryerson. Schneider. Bruno Fernandes.
Ah, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Tries a header! He's missed, but not by that far. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi looking to run onto it. Ronaldinho. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
No, again, there's no way through. He's through here. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's hoisted clear. And smartly reclaimed.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And here's Lewandowski. Stones does well to get it back. Now the ball's gone astray. That's been cut out, well played. Koundé. Schneider. And it's Lewandowski.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Schneider, and he's been shifted off it. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, what a climb!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And shapes to shoot!
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing, and there's no compromise.
Hernandez is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
That's a sharp pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Gets his pass away. It's Drogba! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well played and well cleared.
He's looking to set free a runner.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
And he's intervened well there. 5 minutes left on the clock. Ryerson. Lewandowski. Oh, Lewandowski!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Darren Fletcher. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Neymar gives it back.
Really got in his face there.
And this is Lewandowski. Great hit! Goal! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement,
Número 19.
and that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And this, of course, a part of the European scenery known for its great noise. Milan, the grand shrine to the game, the Giuseppe Meazza. Oxlade-Chamberlain! Oh, he's been caught napping. There's the hit! He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Van Dijk clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Keeper sees it all the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Musiala is a player that's very easy on the eye. You can really see his qualities and genuine confidence on the ball. He's verging on cocky, arrogant at times, but that's what makes him such a great watch, even on the greatest stages. He really does come with the complete package.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Schneider. Messi looking to get on the end of this. Brilliantly cut out. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He's got tall. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Terrific header. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Foden, and he was quick to react. Bruno Fernandes. 0-0 still, no lack of chances though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo proves just a little bit too strong. Diego Carlos, Mbappe chasing after it. The pass has gone astray. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Diaz, Bruno Fernandes, Messi. No, he's not getting any further than that. Schneider. Musiala. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Messi. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
That is lovely. Stood up well to him there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Musiala. Oh, well played. De Ligt getting this one clear. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bruno Fernandes. And that is expertly dealt with. Played long and they could be in here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's had it nicked away. That's ruffled a few. Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Schneider, quality ball. He can run onto that. Now can he find a finish? Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ball's gone out of play. Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Messi. Van Dijk. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So we reach the halfway point.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And we're underway again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Schneider bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Hits one! He's scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Gol per il Manchester United. Ha segnato al 50° minuto.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Cambio di giocatori.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So the first goal of the game.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
João Pedro. De Ligt cuts it out. That's headed upfield. De Ligt is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, great play! And it's Messi. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And here's Diaz.
L'affluenza di
that's put
quest'oggi
paid
è
to a
di
promising move.
80.314 spettatori.
And they win it back again. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Musiala delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 8.
So, third corner of the game.
Sostituito con il numero 19.
Musiala has found the net here, of course. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Cristiano Ronaldo looking for options for movement. Will play through for the wide man. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, there's plenty to like.
Decent hit! So close to drawing level.
Cristiano Ronaldo was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 14.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Messi. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11.
Oh, that one's going nowhere.
Neymar. Il numero 20.
That's a shade optimistic. Musiala. Messi. Musiala. Lewandowski. And it's gone back to the keeper. João Pedro, looking for the runner, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Big chance!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Casemiro, Lewandowski, and it's Casemiro.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Oh, it's a sweet ball that. That has been cut short. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And the number on the board is 3. And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second half goal. That's what cost them.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And here's Pulisic. Pulisic finds himself offside. Now it's Thuram. Pulisic. That is ended up in no man's land. Cambiasso wins the duel this time. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot.
And now the hit! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And here's Thuram. Busio. Lookman.
Such good technique.
Fires it in low. Quality ball. Can he finish? In he goes again. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Venezia would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Ribéry is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's got away. Cambiasso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nice ball and the finish! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Referee's given a throw. Good steal, he just read it. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Distributed tidily. Venezia are behind here despite their domination of possession. Now it's Martinez. Played back in. Header! Just off target. Kyle Walker. Oh, that's a key interception.
Venezia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Ciao. Thuram chasing after it. Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Cambiasso. Lookman. Busio. And it's Ribery. And there's green grass ahead of it. He's got the shot away! And he's found the net! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a little off target. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rafael Leao. Pulisic! That is decidedly lacking.
Milan just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Cambiasso. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Schneider. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Back into the middle. Oh, important interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Threads one in. Ribery. That's been cut out, well played. Schneider. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And we've reached half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And so we're off again. And it's Ribery. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Might be danger here. Now this could be a chance. Throw in. Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Sneijder is offering a right smile there.
Oh, good-looking ball. Busio. And Cambiasso. Now it's Turan. In with the challenge. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, he's overshot the green. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Di Lorenzo. Ribery. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's a shade optimistic. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, he's played it in low. Yildiz. Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Venezia disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
Rafael Leao really was well marshalled.
Fofana! Oh, and he's following up! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Lookman. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Oh, this is a great position.
Yildiz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Ribery. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that has not gone well. Sneijder. Busio. Cambiasso. Yildiz.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11. Viene sostituito con il numero 24. Cambio di giocatori.
And once more he proves rigid and robust. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Rafael Leao.
Milan showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Yildiz. Sneijder. Now it's Ribery. Interesting ball. And it's Schneider. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Kyle Walker. That's gone for a throw-in.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 9. Lascia il campo per il numero 18.
Xiao. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kalulu spots it and intercepts. Can he latch on to this? Musa! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Played back in.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's managed to get free. 2 minutes to be added on.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that should get the job done. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Vi ricordiamo, signore e signori, che è possibile acquistare i souvenir nelle apposite aree dello stadio. Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 3, numero 6.
Into extra time we go.
Il numero 5. Il numero
Oh, it's a nice
32.
idea, but the execution was lacking. Big chance! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Venezia go into the lead. Yildiz. And that is a little undercooked. And he cuts out the supply. Now, what about a counter-attack? Di Lorenzo. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, shooting chance! And that could have brought them level.
Oh, that's a great response, though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
Di Lorenzo making good progress on the right-hand side. Rafael Leao.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yildiz does really well to win the ball there.
Zerbin really added the width there thanks to his willingness to...
And the shot! And that would have won it.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Venezia with the corner, they're first. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Joao Felix. And he was quick to react. Loftus-Cheek. Great ball if he can get there. And he's surging through. Has a go! He scores! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every...
And that's it for the first half of extra time. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team?
And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway
Sostituzione di
already.
giocatori. Numero 7.
It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rafael Leao gets into some space. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Strong running down that left flank.
Yildiz. Zerbin. Engages and forces him off the ball.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. João Felix.
And the counter is on.
João Felix. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao plays it in. And reclaimed it in a trice.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
João Felix. He's picked his way through.
Real chance!
Oh, what has happened?
That's another chance! Outstanding by João Felix! And that may just do it!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And time is up.
Venezia illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And Martinez! Martinez. There is Franck Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack. But he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
And it's Ribéry.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Bastoni. Could be danger here. And Pavard. Çalhanoğlu.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Big chance, must be! Great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Martinez, bustling and very visible inside the box.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it, one way or another, Peter.
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. He is through here. Batistuta. Ribéry. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's given it away. A lot of space. Shot a goal! Dispatched clinically. That is how you do it. A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Venezia have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Because of that first goal now, it's a great opportunity to make it one-way traffic and add to this lead.
That's really well cleared. Just eases him off the ball. He's through, now is he in? Martinez. Big chance! He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. The action has already started. Kalulu. That's a little off target. Martinez. There is Franck Ribéry. Just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack. But he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
Politano.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Played into space out wide. He's got away. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Politano is in a really good position out wide. Yildiz. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Di Lorenzo. Pavard with the slide tackle there. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. Cambiasso. Pressing high and with purpose. That has not gone well. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, no joy this time. Yildiz.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
No, that's been intercepted. Schneider. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Now it's Ribéry. Lookman! No, he couldn't get hold of it. Ribéry. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. He has found the way through. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Looking for options for movement. De Vrij cuts out the pass. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got space in the area. Ribéry wins the duel this time. Martinez. And that's really well manoeuvred. Showing great feet there. He's picked his way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Raspadori. Serginho. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Schneider. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Can he latch on to this? And it's skewed away. And that's a goal kick.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Can he get onto this? And that's out of reach. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Martinez. Oh, nicely intercepted. Raspadori. He's played him through. Great, shooting chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset. Inter clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind.
And it's half-time here. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are back on the way. And Arnautovic! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Martinez. Oh, played through for the wide man. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Ribéry. Some really good ball movement. Plays a sharp little ball here. Ribéry. Politano. Arnautovic has found the net here, of course. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Stood up well to him there. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that has put paid to that. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Now it's Ribéry. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Serginho. Threads one in. Played into space out wide. Oh no, this does not look good. Has a goal! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Lookman. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a pretty loose pass. Who saw this coming? This is going right to the wire. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And the pass is intercepted. Now that's well seen too. Raspadori. Oh, that's fabulous. Not the most accurate pass.
Inter showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, what a mistake! He's found some space. He's had a hit! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And now he has two. Inter Milan take the lead.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away now.
The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Ribery looking to play it into the box. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Oh, that's ambitious. It's a loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Venezia will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ribery. Oh, this looks sharp. Venezia must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Dybala. Fofana gets over and intercepts. Raspadori has it out wide and in space. Dybala has created one goal already. And that's going to be a booking.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Now it's Schneider. He's found the way through. Pavard makes the interception. That is good alertness. Nicolucci. And the number on the board is 3. Pavard. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ribery. And there goes the final whistle. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We have already started here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's a throw. Good spot, he's seen the run. And no, that was never going to make it. Can he latch on to this? Real chance! Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
Oh, that was a cracking ball in because it just took the goalkeeper out of the equation.
So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels most free.
I guess that's what gives him the freedom to make use of his pace, his movement. Yildiz! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Gets his pass away. Oh, played right into his path. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Short changes him with that pass. Di Lorenzo. Still goalless at the moment. He won't be happy with that one. Martinez got a shot away. And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Martinez nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
Yildiz. Cambiasso made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Pass somewhat off target, and that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's had it taken off him.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now it's Martinez.
Milan really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
Di Lorenzo. Oh, he's found support out wide. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Abraham. That has been cut short. Gently done. Oh, delightful ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And the pass... He's having a hit! And for a moment, time stood still.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Quality ball. And he's away. Abraham! Goal!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Gol per il Milan. Ha segnato al 37esimo minuto, numero 90.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely...
He's going for goal! Oh, screamer! About as smooth as it gets. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Ball is over the line. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nicked it back promptly. Now that looks a decent ball. Busio. Di Lorenzo.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
A temporary retreat here.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Cambiasso. Looking tidy in possession here. And Martinez! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi di usare gli appositi cestini per la raccolta differenziata. Grazie.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Yildiz. Martinez. Mignon can pick that up. Oh, Red, nice interception. Rafael Leao. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Ribery. Schneider. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Abraham. Abraham! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
A case now of complete control. Abraham. Schneider. Serginho. Oh, that's a fine interception.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Martinez, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Cambiasso.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007
Milan
spettatori.
have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Ribery. In with a header! And it's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance They are in complete charge.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Martinez. Real chance.
Great chance! It's there!
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Oh, what a mistake!
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Great hit! It's in!
Venezia clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming it.
Terrific header! No, not the best of headers.
Venezia still have the cards to affect this game. Zerbin. Cambiasso. Venezia have hit a quick-fire double here and have restored some sort of respectability. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tomori gets across to intercept that. Just about up to 75 minutes.
Abraham!
He's looking to set free a runner. Nice interception, well timed. Busio.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Tries to dink it through. Di Lorenzo. Now it's Abraham.
Abraham! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Can he get it through? Venezia have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Rafael Leao, always onto this. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Di Lorenzo. And it's Ribery. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Abraham. Couldn't quite squeeze that one.
That could spell trouble. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Can he stop it going out? That is lovely. Delivers across. And it's hoisted clear. Busio. Martinez. And he was quick to react.
4 minuti di recupero.
4 added minutes on the board. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous.
Shot a goal! It's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Venezia give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Cambio di giocatori.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
That's the end. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was this. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Well, if he did just miss... And the shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Venezia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looks a good ball through. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Lookman. He's got away. Lookman stood his ground strongly. Stefan de Vrij. Çalhanoğlu and Pavard. Çalhanoğlu. Martinez. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Now it's Martinez. He's had it taken off him. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Di Lorenzo. He's in plenty of space here.
Oh, great feat, that.
And a header!
Martinez has created one goal already.
Venezia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now.
Has a goal! Oh, the ball. That's another chance!
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
That's a shade optimistic. It's a pretty loose pass. Di Lorenzo.
Martinez!
Çalhanoğlu. Martinez. Busio. And it's Schneider. Now it's Martinez. Martinez. And here's Thuram. Rafael Leao. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Martinez. He can run onto that. He's shifting through the gears here. Çalhanoğlu attempts a clearance. Pavard. Now it's Martinez. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yildiz. Martinez. Yildiz. Well read, nice interception. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's picked his way through. That is good alertness.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Schneider. Martinez. Thuram. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Kalulu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
And Martinez!
Decent enough try.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that. And we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
And it's Ribery. No way through. Yildiz for Ribery. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, nice touch. Yildiz. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Rafael Leao.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rafael Leao. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Lookman. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's half-time here. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Martinez! He's been caught on it here. And another try! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Really got in the face of his opponent to set it up. It's great grafting.
Di Lorenzo, and it's Schneider. Hernandez does well to get it back. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Turan. Yildiz. Çalhanoğlu. That's good running with the ball. Rafael Leao! Oh, just wide.
Rafael Leao nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
Venezia still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Yildiz. Martinez. No, again there's no way through. And he's picked out the run. And Martinez! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that certainly packed a punch. Lookman providing an outlet on that flank. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rafael Leao. Schneider. Now it's Martinez.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He is through here.
Venezia showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question...
Martinez! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Hernandez tries to clear. Nice ball and he's in here. Maldini. And that's gone loose. Oh, well played. Barella. Çalhanoğlu. Martinez. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's a superb pass. And the shot! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
No, that's been intercepted. Schneider. Nicolucci. And it's Ribery. He's looking to set free a runner. Has crossed into the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action. Venezia have got it back and they'll have another go. Ribery. Here's Rafael Leao. Great chance! Goal at his mercy and somehow he's missed it.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. He's got the shot away!
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. That looks a good ball through. Oh, no joy this time. Brilliantly cut out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraph.
And Martinez! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Martinez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Martinez. Martinez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Venezia are looking to go forward now. It's a good run down the left-hand
Ci
side.
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Stefan de Vrij. Maldini. Stefan de Vrij. Maldini. And time is up. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment.
Attenzione, signore e signori.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Ricordiamo a tutti i
Venezia
tifosi
really
di non
looked like
perdere
they
di
were
vista i
just second.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Lookman. Oh, what has happened here? There is from Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
Threads one in. Yildiz! That's got her rattled. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Barella. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Rabiot does well to get it back.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Lookman. Yildiz looking to run onto it. That has been cut short.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Now it's Gonzalez. Vlahovic. And he was alert to it. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Cambiasso. Yildiz. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Martinez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to.
Header! He will be livid with himself. Vlahovic. And it's Ribéry. Di Lorenzo. Oh, that's fabulous. Out for a throw. Keeper's dealt with that. He's had a hit! Venezia have their second corner now. De Ligt clears it away. Struck first time. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ribéry. It's a promising position. Climbs up big! Denied by an instinctive save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
There's the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Di Lorenzo. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's in plenty of space here. Cleared without hesitation. Good running, strong, and Barella! He's got away with one there.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Rafael Leao. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Great ball, and Martinez! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Martinez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Venezia have their third corner. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Ribéry. Ribéry pinches it off him. Real chance!
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Martinez. That's a shade optimistic. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So we reach the halfway point.
Venezia really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Venezia have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Ribéry. Venezia needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Oh, easy pickings there. Pass is just off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Venezia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Lookman. Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
Hernandez. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Schneider. Almost an hour gone. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Barella. Gets his pass away. And no, that was never going to make it. Di Lorenzo.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Brilliantly cut out. Di Lorenzo. Hernandez makes the interception. Yildiz looking to penetrate opposition lines. And he's whipped it across. And it's Ribéry. Inter Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah,
Rafael Leao! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
That pass has been well intercepted. Rafael Leao, he has found the way through. And the pass is intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this. And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Venezia making consecutive changes here. Cambiasso. Venezia are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Rafael Leao. And that's put paid to a promising move. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rafael Leao. And it's Schneider.
Venezia have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
No, that's been intercepted. Schneider. Nicolucci. Hernandez. Ribéry. Nicolucci. And that could set him on his way. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second-half goal. That's what cost them.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.